Hello zoo friends, and welcome to a very quick update. There is a new developer journal which just dropped a few seconds ago, and I can keep it very short because most of it is already covered. It's just more or less like a very nice little confirmation of what we've guessed quite a few times. First of all, let's introduce those three persons. This is senior artist Joanne Taylor, which I believe is her. This is her. This is the lead designer James Taylor, which is that dude in the middle, and we have the senior artist Fern Hilburn. I can say Fern is amazing. I have already met her. Unfortunately, those two guys I haven't met yet, but who knows, in the future maybe. So these three other persons that do give us a little bit of insight in the guest facilities today. And we've got a lot of guest facilities. Most of them we've already seen and covered in the Planet Zoo live streams, and in my first live stream actually I've covered most of them. If you want to check that out, I'll link it now on the top of the screen for you. But now let's go through all of these just very quickly. We've got the keeper hut, which is easy for the animals prepared and for the food for the animals prepared in the building. We have the power facility, provides power to all buildings and objects that require it within a certain distance. Also, we talked about that. It's not really connected with cables, it's more like a radius thing, and everything that is within the radius is powered by it. With the quarantine, which I think is a cool thing, because that's where you need to put the animals to make sure that they're like, you know, completely healthy, that they don't have any worms or like any disease that could spread to the other animals. That's pretty good. We've got the research center that's used by the vets to research animals and improve the zoo's understanding of them, which is very cool. We've got the staff room to make them rest and have some training. That's cool. We've got the trade center where you put the animals to trade them, which will be most certainly very important for the franchise mode. We've got the the vet surgery. If an animal becomes ill or injured, this is where you need to get them and bring them so that they can be treated well there. We've got the water treatment plant. We've seen this and used this also for clearing off the gharial enclosures or habitats water. And also, we've got the workshop, and I think I'm not quite sure if this is something we haven't seen yet, but the workshop is something, at least I am not sure if I've seen this. This is where the mechanics perform their research in the workshop, unlocking new items for the zoo to use. And I believe this is something very cool, because this means we don't have every theme available at the beginning, so we will be able to unlock themes as we've been in Planet Coaster. But far more important than this is, I believe we will also be able to unlock better sustainability, for example, for the barriers and stuff, because as you know, barriers do age in Planet Zoo, and if you don't have enough mechanics that take care of it, you will basically have an issue about this, because, you know, then they are more likely to break down and animals do escape, and that's something you don't want to do, and this means your mechanics have to fix it every now and then. However, it's very nasty if it's too often, so you want to research that they're more sustainable and more out of better material, for example, so that would be very awesome. The rest of this text is basically about what we already knew. Everything is important. We have to make sure that everything runs with power and that there is water everywhere, and you know that, you know, basically everything runs, and there is like a very good balance in between, because sometimes you need the mechanic to make sure that the mechanic repairs all the water and power systems, and then you have power, because if you have no power, actually that means your facility won't work, and they can't, for example, do surgery, they can't do preparing the food, so your animals might even starve away when you don't have any power. You know, that's how the things work. But I think it's basically as you would anticipate it to be. One more additional thing which is pretty interesting though is where we have the there we go. This is what Fern says. Something new in Planet Zoo is that you will be able to unlock new eco-friendly ways to power your zoo, which will have a positive impact on your overall zoo rating, as well as impacting the guests in a different way. And this is very cool indeed, because I've seen this one and also shown to you. This is like it was kind of a wind turbine thing, but it's very cool actually that they even look into like eco-friendly powering situation or systems, which I think is another step ahead of how positive they want to make the game and stuff like that. So pretty cool indeed. Can't wait to see how this will happen and turn out to be. Anyways, there's unfortunately one thing I need to mention, which made me realize that potentially it's going to be a bit more problematic than I have thought when I was doing the video on the facilities. So this is the little bit which makes me a bit worried that they do not change the system. So the second thing to consider is that these facilities are simultaneously kept away from your guests. This is because facilities have a negative impact on any nearby guests. Fine. So until there, approved, because that's what facility buildings would do anyways. But now, so having them close to a main guest pathway means that you will impact guests' happiness. Okay, fine. If you don't hide this away, get it. We have implemented a functionality in Planet Zoo that will allow you to really easily see the boundaries of this radius and how much this is affecting the guests. So yeah, it's basically what we've seen, what we've discussed about, and yeah, the only thing I'm hoping is that we will be able to decrease or kind of lower down the radius in which it affects the guests by placing down scenery in the right position. Not just scenery around it randomly, but scenery in the right position. Hiding away staff facility should result in a less heavy impact on the guests, and I really hope that they will do it. It's unfortunately nothing said about that in this journal, but other than this, I really like the first of all, the great variety of facility buildings. That's quite a lot. Like, I think it's even 10 buildings, right? Let's count. No, it's 9 actually, 9 buildings. But yeah, very, very nice indeed. And I am quite curious to see how this pays off and how it's balanced and how we will be able to deal with it. But anyways, that's it already. Again, I don't want to make this too long because it's just a very quick update. And yeah, thank you guys for watching as always, and see you in the next one. Bye. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you appreciate that. And now a special thanks also to all the people supporting me here on that channel, making this all possible. You can see that on the left hand side right now. And also, if you want to see more of my stuff, make sure to click that card on the right top now. And if you want to stick around, make sure to hit that sub button, which is on the bottom right of the screen. If you want to see stuff on my social media, sneak peeks and stuff like that, it is on the bottom left of the screen. And yeah, I hope to see you again in the next episode. Until then, enjoy your time, guys, and bye.